morning, boys and girls. I asked you to read a book on Ras Kids, and I told you I was going to be posting a video about the book. The book is called Cool as Cuke, and I put it for you on Class Dojo, and you can just go straight there and go and look at it on YouTube. Make sure that when you are looking at the book, that your volume is on for the first 3 times that you read it. After you read it 3 times, then you can turn the volume off and try to read it without the volume. On the right side, when you are in YouTube, you can see different books that are also from Ras Kids. This book is from Ras Kids. It's also called Reading A through Z because it has books that they start with level A and they go all the way to level Z. For example, this book right here that is showing me that I could read, this is a level K book. So you are more than welcome to read those books too on YouTube. Let's read this book and then I will ask you some questions. Some of the questions that I will ask you are, for example, who's going to come to visit? All of the monsters. Another question is, who are all the characters in the story? Who is the most important character? What happened to Cuke when he went to ride his bike? Who did the monsters ask for help to find Cuke? Who did they ask? What monster did they ask? Why do you think that Bonk asks Cuke to stay another week at the end of the story? I'm also going to ask you if you have ever gotten lost or if you have ever lost a toy. And I would like to know if you have a bike or what is your favorite toy. All right, let's get started. So how you could make it bigger, it has a window here and you make that screen bigger.
Written by Maribeth Boltz, illustrated by Nora Vutis.
And let's just review a quick rule. This is a silent E. The silent E tells its neighbor vowel, you need to say your name. That name is you. You. We never say the silent E. That's silent. So again, this is E, silent E. It tells its neighbor, say your name. This name is you. You, Cuke. And we have another rule over here. O says, ooh, ooh, cool. So this book is called Cool as a Cuke, and it's from A through Z Books or Ras Kids. That's what we call it.
My cousin Cuke is coming to visit, says Uzzle. The monsters meet Cuke. Cuke can yo-yo. He can do tricks on his bike. Cuke is very cool, says Uzzle. I don't think I like Cuke, says Bonk. You will when you get to know him, says Uzzle. The monsters have a picnic. Cuke can spit watermelon seeds. He can whistle like a bird. He can race and win every time. Uzzle, Lurk, and Snag dress like Cuke. They wear shoes like Cuke. They comb their fur like Cuke. Bonk does not. He does not want to play. Who needs Cuke, he says. One morning, Cuke gets up early. I will go for a bike ride, he says. He rides and rides. Soon, he is far from Uzzle's house. Where am I? He asks. At home, everyone looks for Cuke. I think Cuke is lost, says Uzzle. Who can help us find him? Asks Lurk. The monsters think. Bonk knows all the streets, says Snag. He always knows the way, says Lurk. The monsters knock on Bonk's door. Please help us find Cuke, says Uzzle. You know all the streets, says Snag. You always know the way, says Lurk. We really need you, says Uzzle. Well, says Bonk, I will help you. Bonk puts on his helmet. He hops on his bike. The monsters ride all around. Cuke, they call. Suddenly, Bonk sees Cuke. There he is, says Bonk. Cuke runs over to Bonk. He gives Bonk a monster hug. Thank you, Bonk, says Cuke. How can I thank you? Bonk thinks. You could stay for another week, says Bonk. I'm just getting to know you.
All right, boys and girls, my first question is going to be, hold on, let me figure this out again. Okay, here it is. So my first question is, who was going to come to visit the monsters? Who was going to visit them? Yes, Cuke was going to come and visit the monsters. So we know that Cuke does not live in the same place where the monsters live. He lives somewhere else, and he's going to come and visit for a week. A week is how many days? Yes, a week is 7 days. So he's going to come and visit 7 days. Okay, who are all the characters in the story? Who are all the characters? Well, if we go back into the book and we go back into the story,
Cool as a Cuke,
we can
written by Maribeth
see
Bolts.
who are all of our characters. Let me see if I can do this with pausing for a little bit. It's not letting me. Let me see. Here
He can race and
Here
win
is a picture of all of our characters. We have Cuke, Uzzle, Lurk, Snack. No, sorry, not Snack. Snag and Bonk. Those are all of our characters. Now, who is our most important character? Yes, if you look back at the front cover, our most important character is
written
Cuke. Cuke is the most important character. How do we know that that's the most important character? Well, because he's in almost all of the pages of the book. Our most important character is usually in all the pages of the book. So just remember that. That's why he's the most important character. So what happened when Cuke, he went out to ride his bike? Again, if we don't remember, we look back into the story. So he went to ride his bike.
Where am I?
And the story says, he says, where am I? So that means that Cuke is lost. He doesn't know where to go. He is in a new town where he has probably not been there by himself ever, and he just rode his bike and now he doesn't know how to go back. So he is lost. Who did the monsters ask for help so they can go find Cuke? Let's go back and look into our book. They're thinking of who should we ask for help? And they're like, oh, I have an idea. Let's go ask Bonk, because Bonk knows everyone. So they went to ask Bonk. Bonk helped them because Bonk knows all of the names of the streets and he can find their friend Cuke a lot faster. So that's who they went to ask for help, because he knew the town. Why do you think that at the end of the story, let's go to the end of the story. Right there.
Stay for another week, says Bonk.
Why do you think that Bonk is asking Cuke to stay for another week? Yes, he wants to know him better, because remember in the beginning of the story, he did not want to know him. He just wanted to like stay away from him, and he didn't even want to be his friend. But then he finds out that Cuke is pretty cool, so he tells him, you should stay for another week, because he wants to know him better. Okay, my next question is, have you ever gotten lost, or have you ever lost a toy in your house? Well, I know I have. When I was little, I used to have toys and I would lose them. And how did I feel when I lost the toys? I felt very sad. And it's not good when you lose something. In our story, we see that Cuke got lost. And do you think that his friends felt happy because he was lost? Oh no, his friends were very sad because they couldn't find him, and they knew that he didn't know the city. So that's why his friends were very sad, and they asked their other friend, who was not very nice to Cuke, for help. Another question that I have for you, boys and girls, is, have you ever gotten lost? Like, for example, you were at the store and you walked away and then you didn't know where you left your parents. Has that ever happened to you? I know it has happened to me. When I was little, one time after school, I did not tell my mom that I was going to go visit my friend's house, and I just left. And my mom thought that I was lost. I didn't think I was lost, but my mom knew that I had to be home at 2 o'clock, and it was already 3 and I wasn't home. So my mom went looking for me to the school. She went looking for me to the ranch, because when I was little, I used to live in a ranch, and she couldn't find me. So my mom was very worried because I got lost. After that, she talked to me. She told me that I'm not supposed to go anywhere without telling her, because it's very important that you tell your parents where you're going. Even if you're just going to your aunt's house, you need to tell them, Mom, I'm gonna go to my aunt's house, because your parents worry about you. So just like Cuke did, Cuke got lost because he just used his bike and started driving away, and he didn't know where he was after that. So it's very important that you don't do that. I hope you like the book called Cool as Cuke, and I hope to post more books for you, boys and girls.